Welcome back. Today I'm going to do another video recreating a look from the Pat McGrath Labs Instagram feed. Firstly, I've already done my skincare and brows, and I'm putting some concealer on my eyes as a base for my eyeshadows. As with the last Instagram tutorial, I'm going to start with my eyes and then do my foundation after. So this Covergirl concealer is going all over the eye area as a base for my shadows. Now this look is definitely just so exciting. Definitely is. There it is. Oh yeah. And this look is using the La Vie en Rose palette, as you see there, with the beautiful Canadian Jessica Stam on the cover. The first eyeshadow I'm going to be using is that metallic peachy pink shade called Pale Fire. It's a really beautiful, kind of understated, but interesting color. And that shade is going to go with a fluffy brush all over my lid. This will be the base color. This is more of an eyeliner look, so this is just the first color we'll start with to define the eye. And this tutorial is a little bit different because the Instagram post did not actually show the makeup being done. It simply just listed the products and gave kind of step-by-step directions. But as you could see, the image was just from a model's face backstage at a show. The next shade I'm going to use is this hot pink, and this is a really interesting aspect of the look. I'm taking that on the same fluffy brush, and this is going to go right under the beginning of my eyebrow, right in the corner kind of bridge of my nose. I really love this detail. It gives it more of like a Susie and the Banshees kind of vibe, and sets the look apart from just a regular graphic liner, you could say. Most of the pigment is being focused right at the beginning of the brow, and then whatever's left on the brush I do blend a little bit towards the center of the eye. And once I've got the right amount of pigment down, I will take a clean brush over that pink just to make sure there's no harsh edges. Gonna do a quick balm break, put on some lip balm, get ready for lipstick later on. Curling my lashes now before I get into the eyeliner, because I don't want my eyelash curler to pull off any of the pigment from the eyeliner. So doing that now while I think of it, and there it is. That's the color. Oof. It's called Purple Rain. It's an incredibly beautiful metallic purple eyeshadow. I love this color. It's great even just like completely all over the eye, one color look. But in today's look, it's going to be used as an eyeliner. So I showed you some small brushes that I had there, and I chose a small angled brush to start out with. And I have wet the brush and then gone into the eyeshadow to use it as an eyeliner. To start off with, it's going all the way along the top lash line and then along the bottom lash line as well. At the corner, it's going to actually go straight out, and we're going to build a wing above that as well. And instead of following the lash line towards the inner corner of my eye, I'm going to straighten out the liner, and that's what gives it this kind of 60s graphic Cleopatra look to it. So it's a double winged liner, you could call it. You know that liner that's like double liner? Yeah, that's it. Now with the magic of television, I've got both eyes lined. Taking this OCC brush, it's actually a lip brush, but I'm going to use it to do the trickiest part of this look, and that's It's kind of like a cut crease line, but it makes it the graphic part of this graphic liner. And so I'm using that same purple eyeshadow wet on the brush and very carefully tracing a line through my socket. Now, I'm really trying to take my time with this to get the shape, pardon me, exactly as I'd like it, and cleaning up any mistakes or edges that need to be cleaned with a Q-tip. And I'm going to build this up gradually to kind of thicken the line. It tapers near the end, but throughout the center it does get a little bit thicker. And there it is. I've done both eyes. You can see there. Now this wasn't listed on the Instagram post, but couldn't resist taking this Pat McGrath Labs highlighter and putting it on the inner corner of the eyes. I just thought it was looking a little empty there and that I would highlight that area. How could I resist? I'll also put that same highlight color on my brow bone as well. Now this look, as with pretty much all of those close-up Instagram tutorials on Pat's channel, or pardon me, her Instagram, they always put a false lash on, which really elevates and completes a look. I decided not to do that, but to make my look kind of match with the Instagram a bit more, I'm taking a thin line of black liquid liner, just following the top lash line. Essentially, although the Instagram tutorial does not call for this, it kind of mimics the black line that putting a pair of false lashes would create on your own natural lash line. Essentially, I just want to darken that purple a bit. The tutorial also includes some lower lashes, or fake lower lashes, and I also did not put those on, sorry. But to mimic that look, I'm going to actually just draw on some individual lashes on my lower lash line. This look reminds me a lot of the pop art look that I did for Halloween a while back. Check that out if you want, or any other similar tutorial. It also reminds me of Betty and Veronica's lashes. Did anyone else notice that? How in the comic books their eyelashes were so heavily drawn on? Anyways, I think about that all the time. Throwing on some mascara on my top and bottom lashes, and then that's the eye look complete. What fun! Now, because it's been a minute since I put on my skincare, I'm going to take my Victoria Beckham Illuminating Cream and throw that on my skin for some extra moisture before foundation. And you've probably guessed it, I'm going to use my GD PMG foundation. That's right. The $100 foundation from Pat McGrath Labs, and I'm going to put that on with my Real Techniques buffing brush. I find about 2, maybe 3 pumps is plenty to do my entire face, and this gives just a good evening out of my skin tone without too much coverage. Now I kind of glossed over it maybe a bit too quickly, but to do those kind of thin purple lines on my eye socket, it's difficult because it's a look that you kind of want to have visible with your eyes open, but you mainly see it when your eyes are closed. And with the shape of my eyes, I found the best way to do that, which is a little difficult to see on camera, but I was looking directly into my mirror, so with a neutral eye position, taking care not to raise my eyebrow or open my eyes too much. and then carefully tracing that kind of graphic line. I probably could have gotten the placement a little bit closer to the exact look on Instagram. And one of my eyes is a little bit higher than the other, so it's, you know, whenever you try to draw straight lines on your face, it just highlights all of your asymmetry. Not that I'm complaining. I'm just a human being. Okay, back to what I'm doing here. And that was just putting a little extra concealer under my eyes. And to finish off the skin, I'm going to use my Milk Cream Blush in the shade Werk. This will give just a light flush and kind of glossy finish to my skin. I find it's best to close my eyes and just meditate on this blush. Let it blend itself. Now for lips, I know the Instagram post calls for lip gloss, but I think that this Pat McGrath lip balm is glossy enough. This is the shade Blow Up, and it's definitely my favorite of these lip balms that Pat McGrath has, with a little bit of a tint in them. I've even ordered myself the full-size one. And the last product I'll feature is, of course, the Pat McGrath Highlighting Balm Stick. I'm gonna tap, tap, tap it all over my cheekbones for that beautiful luminosity. And that's the final look. I really enjoyed doing this one. It's definitely funky, but, you know, not completely unwearable. I think if you just leave out that, like, funky pink brow detail, this is a very wearable look. I love a double wing liner. It's very 60s, very twiggy. There it is. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna keep doing these Instagram videos, whether you like it or not. I hope you do like it. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell. Get at me on Instagram if there's a specific tutorial you'd like me to recreate from Pat McGrath. Alright, that's it. Thanks.